Hi everyone, welcome back to the Movie Couple channel. I'm Wendy and this is my review for K-pop Demon Hunters. When K-pop superstars Rumi, Mira, and Zoe aren't selling out stadiums, they're using their secret powers to protect their fans from supernatural threats. K-pop Demon Hunters is going to be an animated feature film that is coming soon to Netflix. I feel like this might be the first time that we've seen an animated feature film that is solely focused on sort of K-pop stars and their their secret lives, secret identity, double lives, whatever you want to call it. And what I find interesting about this as a K-pop fan is how much they invested into making sure these characters look like what you would imagine what a K-pop idol would look like, their costumes, their styles, what their concerts and fans would look like, and that meant light sticks and merch. And I also think that they did a great job at highlighting Korean culture in this. So you heard me just talk about the synopsis a little bit ago, but I know that's a little vague, so I want to give you a little bit more. Yes, this is based on a K-pop superstar girl group named Hunter X, and it has three members, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe. So you can kind of say that they are K-pop idols by day, demon hunters at night. So yes, we all live in the world where there are demons that exist, and for the demons to thrive and survive, they steal souls from essentially the humans. And what the girls, their job, their second job, or maybe you should call it their first job, because I feel like demon hunting is just a little bit more important than being K-pop idols. Their job is to protect the people and to stop the demons from stealing souls. And the way to do that is by performing a very special song at the right time of the year, and that I feel like we have seen in other stories before. But what's unique about this one is they kind of blend the music with the date and how it leads back to decades or centuries of various demon hunters doing the same thing. So I thought that was really cool that there is a whole legacy and lore behind it. So it's just like not out of somewhere like, oh whoops, you're also demon hunters on top of being K-pop idols. So being K-pop idols is essentially a really good cover for the girls, because if they have to sing to perform this special song in order to protect the people from the demons, then K-pop idol is the perfect cover. I know I threw a lot of K-pop at you just now, the word K-pop alone, but I want you to know that if you're not a fan of K-pop, that is totally fine. You will still 100% enjoy this film, because it's not just about, like, K-pop idol, yes, it's in the title, but it's just a part of it. It's a small part of it. It doesn't have to do with the overall story, which is their fight against the demons and how to protect the humans from having their souls taken. And of course, the biggest adversary that the demons are like, how can we make this easier and better for us to steal souls from humans? Oh, I know, we will go directly in competition with the girls and we'll form our very own boy band. So that is where you kind of get the two groups go, essentially the hunters and the demons go head to head. And the fights are really fun to watch. They're really creative. I also want to talk about the demon designs. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in animation before, and each of them are really unique looking and cool. It's not just like one singular, design and then they copy and paste and it's like a sea of the same faces for demons. They're different in size, they're different in looks, they have different abilities. So I love seeing that fleshed out in this world. If you saw our trailer reaction for K-pop Demon Hunters, you'll know that I went absolutely crazy for the demon boy group, which I know I'm like cheering on the wrong team, but they're called the Saja Boys, and they're all very good looking. And if you have any knowledge of the K-pop world at all, you know that both boy groups and girl groups, everybody is like 10/10 beautiful, right? So I love that the animation leaned into that specifically, because the demons that are posing as a boy band wants to get closer to the humans. It'll be easier for them to do their job, to steal their souls. So why not make themselves as attractive as possible? So I just love that they fully leaned into that. And the story also, I talked about the culture, the Korean culture, how they really highlighted and showcases that throughout the entire story. But they also, if you watch K-drama, you understand some of those little moments, those tropes that we actually live for. They put those in there, and those were the times where I was laughing so hard where there's no sound coming out of my mouth when I'm laughing. There's tears coming down my face. It's hilarious. They like leaned hard into that, and I appreciate it so much because it was such a delight to see it played out, and I felt so seen. I was like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I live for. And the story, honestly, the story expanded so much further than I was expecting. I was expecting sort of just like a fun, entertaining, you know, like good versus bad, but there's these characters, they have complexities, they have flaws, they are not perfect, even though on the surface they're trying to maintain this cover that they are fine, everything is fine, I can do both, I can be, you know, stadium selling out K-pop idol group, and I can also hunt demons and protect the human race all at the same time. So you see these characters faced with the pressure of being both. And what's really great is that you don't see it just from the hunter side, you see it from the demon side. You kind of get their perspective of what they're doing and the pressure they face from essentially like the ultimate big bad. So I love seeing that because sometimes the animation, I always feel like, oh, they didn't give the villain enough. Like, yay, we are happy that they defeated them, but like, why do we care? In this one, they make you care in like the most K-drama fashion possible. They make you care because they give a nice arc to the villains of the story as well. So you kind of go, I don't really agree with what you're doing, but I get why you're doing it. And there's a struggle, I feel like, for me internally at the end with this story. So I just loved it so much. I got so much more than what I was expecting out of K-pop Demon Hunters. I love every single one of these characters. Yes, I do have a bias in Saja Boys. Ask me in the comments if you want to know who my bias, or you can guess who my bias would be. There's 5 of them, so you know you have 1 in 5 chance, I guess, of figuring out who my bias is. Before I get into the rating of K-pop Demon Hunters, I want to let you know that the music for K-pop Demon Hunters is so good. They have some really amazing singers performing as the both boy groups and girl group. I think Teddy Park from Black Label was involved in quite a bit in producing a lot of the songs. They're very catchy. Like you can't help but like move your body and kind of like bop to the beat. Another great thing is that Twice actually did an original song for this movie, so it's really great to kind of have that involved. I love Twice. I think they're fantastic performers, so I'm just happy to see. It's only 3 members that are involved. It's not the entire group, but it's still really awesome to see Twice's name being a part of this project. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and give you my rating for K-pop Demon Hunters. If you can't already tell, I absolutely enjoyed the film. This isn't going to be in theaters, unfortunately. I feel very lucky that I got to see this movie in a theater setting on the big screen because it's gorgeous to look at. The color, the animation, they don't really stick with just like, not everybody's pretty. Like these girls make and guys make very exaggerated faces. That's like full anime, and I love that. So it was just such a treat to see it on the big screen. But it is going to be streaming on Netflix only. So even with that, I'm gonna give this a catch it opening night, which means stream this movie when it comes out on Friday on Netflix. You will love it. Whether or not you're a K-pop fan, that doesn't matter. If you want a good story with good characters, fun animation, great music, this is definitely going to be like on repeat on my TV at home. I can't wait for them to drop the soundtrack. I don't know if they are dropping the soundtrack. I don't know if I can just find it like released on Spotify or Apple Music or something, but I want the full album. There's so many songs that are so good that I keep trying to like think back, and I was like, is this how the beat went? And try to watch the trailer over and over. And there you have it. That is my thoughts on K-pop Demon Hunters. Let me know your thoughts once you've seen it in the comment section below. And don't forget to guess my bias for Saja Boys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.